My name's Carl, I'm an electrical technician at Halfords in Cambridge. Since I started driving I was always interested in playing with cars and audio equipment, and then one of my friends worked here as the Ripsby specialist, so he asked me to come in and just help him out with a few of the fittings, and just spoke to the manager from there on. Got a job and quite happily carried on. I've always been into it, but I've always been into electrics ever since I was younger. I was constantly into that sort of thing. I mean, outside of work I installed alarms, I'll install like all immobilisers and stuff like that. Quite happily got to install an engine start on this a little later on, just all that sort of thing. I just really enjoy working with electrics. Most of the time it's installing stereos and sort of sat-nav equipment. Every so often having to hardwire something in where someone's cut the wiring apart on the car. Maybe a few bits and bobs like that. Sometimes just having to repair a bit of wiring for rear bulbs and stuff for customers. I mean, fitting wise it's mainly me. I've got a few of the guys of Ripsby that come out and help us every now and then. They're sort of learning bits and bobs as we're going along. And then obviously the audio team out the front selling all the products to everybody, so we do have to work as a team. And the fitting wise is mostly me, and then I'll get them out here to help me sometimes when they need a hand. You're getting a lot more of the CAN bus system where a lot of stuff's all digitally controlled. Things like that are starting to get very awkward and a bit more expensive because you have to start getting new adapters, and obviously we've got to then be sent off to learn how to use that. It's just, everything's getting a lot harder. The best bit is being able to get hold of a car and start pulling it apart, and sort of see the horror on some customers' faces is quite amusing when you have to pull the panels off. Good days when I'm out the back most of the day, quite happily and everything goes good, and the bad days when there's not many things in, I get quite bored and have to go out on the shop floor. We start off at the bottom. Obviously next week we're going off on a course to learn as a trainer, and I'll start training everyone in the region. I suppose from there you could go up into head office, into obviously helping to work out all the new cars, how to take them apart for the difficult fit database.